Like I said, it's the best day of my life.
Good evening. That is how Army veteran Dave McFarland of Correctionville, Iowa, described last Wednesday when he was one of 83 veterans honored on Midwest Honor Flight's trip to Washington, D.C.
Tonight, Kellyanne Stanton-Tella shows us why the day was unlike any other for McFarland.
Dave McFarland's hat is a museum all its own.
On one side of it is my pins, 101st Airborne, the Combat Infantry Badge, and the 506th Infantry Regiment Badge. The other side is the American flag and my dad's pin from World War II, he was in the Navy, and my grandfather's pin from World War I, he was in the artillery.
Both his dad and grandfather received Purple Hearts, just like he did. McFarland was shot across his back in Vietnam in 1968 on November 11th, Veterans Day.
I couldn't get low enough. It went zinging right across my back.
Fast forward to the last day of May in 2023, when McFarland was at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial on a Midwest Honor Flight trip.
My daughter and I were visiting the three soldiers near the Vietnam Wall.
It's an eye-catching statue, especially when the sun shines on it like it did Wednesday.
I'm trying to take a picture of it, and this guy walks up to me and he says, "What have you been up to, you old dog?" I looked at him and I said, I didn't recognize him. He said, "I'm Charlie 6 Mike." And I said, "Well, that's who I was, Charlie 6 Mike." It's our call sign on the radio.
It was much more than a coincidence.
I looked at him and I said, "Take your hat off, your sunglasses. Who are you?"
It was his best friend over in Vietnam, a man whom he hadn't seen for nearly 54 years.
"I'm Bill Pepper." I go, "Oh my God."
That's not quite what you said.
I haven't seen him since 1969.
His daughter, Julia Mason, was McFarland's guardian on the trip and the mastermind behind this reunion.
So I had reached out to Bill and said, "Hey Bill, would you mind writing my dad a letter? Because he's going to go on this amazing experience and I just want you to be a part of it." And Bill's response to me was, "I got one better for you. How about I meet you there?"
So that's exactly what happened.
And for months, Bill and I have been texting and just making sure that we understood timelines and that it was okay, that he, surprised him, made sure Dad didn't have a heart condition.
I can't explain it. It's just totally in shock.
I think both their souls needed it.
It's all overwhelming. I don't know.
This photo captures him and Pepper in Vietnam in 1969. Now, another rendezvous is in the works.
I've been saving a bottle of scotch for him for years.
Really?
And we're going to share that bottle one of these days.
Dan Centella, Kellyanne News.
Oh, what a special reunion. I love that story. Bill Pepper now lives in New Jersey. Dan will have one more report for you from last week's trip to D.C. We plan to bring that to you tomorrow.